A lot of movement for you, though, on this next topic here.
Oh, dude.
Finally got new images from Killers of the Flower Moon after, 2 years of the same fucking picture of Leo sitting at a
He
table.
finally ate his dinner, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
guess so. But here's another picture of Leo, but here's Bobby De Niro right next to him. Obviously, we're pumped for this movie. It comes out this year. It's an Apple movie, but I actually read that it's going to have a full theatrical release before it goes on Apple.
Good.
So the deal is that it just lands on Apple after the fact, which I think is great. But yeah, this is the first Scorsese movie where he's pairing De Niro and DiCaprio together. But I did look up a brief log line because we really don't know much about what this story is. None of us have read the book. So it says members of the oil-wealthy Osage Nation are murdered under mysterious circumstances in the 1920s. So I know it definitely it deals with obviously oil on like Native American lands. So there's definitely going to have some social commentary and stuff in there. But it's a true story. So Marty loves those. What do you guys think? You excited? Yeah.
Well, for me, the 1920s is because I'm a big like aesthetic guy. So like the aesthetic of Dune that really interests me. I think it's really cool, like sci-fi fantasy. The 1920s, that's not really an era that attracts me. Yeah. Like I think it's just kind of dull. I mean, look at the
unless it's Great Gatsby or something.
Like even the color grading, like that's kind of like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
listen to this one, the color grading, I like. It's
good.
But what interests me,
that's gonna be an EP someday. I swear to God, RJ.
I'm learning.
I swear to God, he's gonna
learning.
I love it. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
But what interests me is, like you said, it's Scorsese, it's Leo, and because if this was literally anyone else, I wouldn't give a shit. I would never see this movie in a million years. You know what I mean? With that plot.
Yeah, it's fair.
But because it's Scorsese, because it's Leo, because it's De Niro, like you have to see it. You know what I mean? So for that reason, I'm in, and I'm sure it'd be a good movie. And like you said, it would be like social commentary and stuff, and probably have like a deep meaning. Just that like I don't know, that time frame doesn't interest me, but like I'll definitely be.
It'll
interested.
be almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole day event.
I also think Brendan Fraser's in this too, and Jesse Plemons.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets
the fake
popped
Matt
off.
Damon, we call him.
Can't stop it.
Nick, what do you think? Obviously, we talked about this last episode or two, but now we get these new picks.
Yeah, so we can kind of go through them if you want.
Yeah,
I put one on each because we know there's 3 of them.
This one's Leo's wearing a hat, Bob's wearing a hat.
Yeah, 2 hats, and then different hat in this next one.
There you go, some old cars.
Yeah. So that's the woman that was sitting at the table with him in the original picture that we got, right?
Yes, it was.
Her in the movie.
And so she's part of the
That's what I'm guessing.
Osage Nation or Osage or whatever it is.
Yeah.
However you say it.
I got an
her.
idea what's going to happen here.
I like her.
Yeah, you think?
He's
I have an idea,
investigating
too.
the murders, and he falls in love with the Native American woman.
Yeah, and then she decides to go after an old guy. No, that's Marty.
Oh,
Marty.
that's
How you
good,
doing,
Marty.
Yeah.
She's double teaming.
Yeah.
So when I see easy,
You know what I find funny about this picture?
Two-face. Double team means something different.
Oh.
Double timing is what you're
Double
talking
timing,
about.
double timing.
She's double teaming her.
I mean, listen, maybe both.
Oh,
Who knows? Who knows what goes on?
Yeah, Leo's a crazy guy.
Jeez.
Almighty.
She might be too old for him, though.
In the Lord's house.
Anyway, I think and this
Terrible.
is Marty is definitely, if in my humble opinion, I think Martin Scorsese is probably the greatest director of all time. I know you like Spielberg. I know, but I love Marty Scorsese.
Yeah.
I think he's fantastic. I don't know. They're investigating murders, and that's not typically how Marty does stuff. It's usually like the murder. Like he tells the story of
the brief little thing.
No, I get it. But as opposed to like this is it's a change. Like there's different types of crime dramas.
It's
you
not a
follow,
mystery.
Yeah, you either follow like Jeffrey Dahmer, who like as he's doing the bad stuff, or you follow the police as they're investigating the murders.
Yeah.
So it's like Marty's big on following the mob as they commit crimes, and then in the end they get caught, kind of deal.
Well,
This is trying to find out who did the murdering, and it's just a little.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you said.
Yeah, I mean,
Murders take place in the 1920s.
Yeah.
So based on that, I'm a little like, I don't know.
Well, he did do Shutter Island.
Good movie.
God, that's a mindfuck, isn't it?
Good movie.
Which,
Ben
there's
Kingsley.
a lot of mystery, yeah.
Go up the stairs.
You're right.
So he hasn't done it before, but I get what you're saying, though. Like,
Yeah,
traditionally,
you're gonna. Shutter Island. That's the one. That's the investigation
I like
story.
Shutter Island a lot.
I like it too. I like it too.
I like Shutter Island too.
Good
The
movie.
whole thing, you don't know if it's real in the end.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
you
you're
don't
not
know.
giving anything away if you haven't seen it.
50-50.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. 50-50.
50-50.
It's either one way or the other way. But
Yeah.
do you get what I'm saying? Though?
No, 100%.
Like Shutter Island is not really an investigation movie. If you think about it.
Yeah, but I think regardless of what way he does it, I feel like at this stage in his life and career, he's literally like walking through the park making these You know what I'm saying?
what I like
He's just
about
a master.
You know what I like about master film directors like Martin Scorsese? As they get older, the craft really does just get so much better. And like
unless you're Clint Eastwood.
That's true. But
Gran Torino.
Clint Eastwood's 150, so I feel like he gets a little bit of a pass from me.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you look at Taxi Driver versus this, or even The Irishman, right? Like just the craft itself.
Even
of
Tarantino too.
Oh yeah, of like making a film. Yeah, if you look at Reservoir Dogs versus Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Although it's a whole other story with me, but it's tight. Like he knows what he wants.
Exactly.
You know, and I think a better example would be Reservoir Dogs versus what's my favorite one there? Django Unchained. I love Django. That's a tight film.
Yeah.
Like like they're not off by one frame.
No.
You know what I mean? If you look at Reservoir Dogs, there's stuff that's like camera shaky, weird, and like it's indie. It's very indie.
Yeah.
It's very new. He's like hoping that he gets into a festival somewhere.
Right.
I mean, it's an $8 million movie, but still. So with this though, you know, if any other industry across the board, as people get to a point of wanting to retire, they just kind of like kick back. They'll produce a few things.
Yeah.
They'll help new people.
Sure.
This is Marty's like in his prime. Like he just keeps going. So like I have faith. I agree with Matt. I like the 20s when it comes to like Great Gatsby, but I agree with Matt. Like this is like the middle of the country.
Yeah,
like
you know.
Yeah.
it's a weird setting. It's a weird time period for it. It's
Weird title.
Do we know? Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon.
You know, what the hell's that mean? You know?
Yeah, so I'm sure that has something to do with the Native American tribe,
Yeah,
right?
probably,
Flower Moon
yeah.
people or whatever
Maybe.
it is. Do we know is this based on a real thing? Like
Yeah,
all
it's
the
a
rest
true
of the
story.
stuff? Oh, it is a true. Okay, so then it's right up his
Yeah,
alley.
the book that it's based off is called Killers of the Flower Moon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
He's a good adapter.
yes,
you know?
he is. He that's what he does.
Scorsese,
He
the
is.
adapter.
I would see this over Dune 2. That's me.
All right.
If I had to see both.
Well, I'm gonna see both of them.
No, I'm
Why
glad.
not?
Thank
Why not?
God. That
Why
means
not
we have a
both?
show.
Yeah.
That means we have a fucking show.
Why not
But
the
you're
both?
saying gun to your head, Richie Aprile.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
seeing
for real.
this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
if I had to
fair.
see one of the
That's
I only got
that's a toss up.
You know,
for me.
I got
don't know.
$35 in my pocket, and I want to buy a bottle of water and go see a movie.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's
And
where
it's
you're wrong. You bring the bottle of water.
It's a small bottle. I mean, at the movie theater. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But like, yeah, I'm seeing this over Dune Part 2. Just because the story I think would be better.
Yeah.